Howdy folks, this is Singing Toad, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing an item that's not knife or gear related, so for those of you who are expecting knife or gear related things, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Regular programming will continue shortly. I do have more knife and gear reviews and things coming out in the future, but today I'm dawdling into something else. This is an experiment that I'm doing. I've decided to do a small upgrade on my 2021 Subaru WRX, and I've gone ahead and purchased a weighted shift knob. Now this one is from DC Sports, and it does say fits most imports, weighted 400 grams, so it's a little less than a pound. I think a pound is exactly 454 grams. But this guy feels like a pound. I don't have a scale, but it feels exactly like a pound to me. You know, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but that's what it feels like. But anyway, now he's not currently in here because I have him just off to the side here, and we'll get to that momentarily. But what I wanted to do is just show you the box. Now there is some duct tape on the box because the box unfortunately fell apart. Thanks Amazon. For beating the living crap out of this when you shipped it to me. Actually, it may not have been Amazon. I think this was shipped through standard Canada Post. But in either case, the box fell apart in the mail. Luckily, nothing was damaged on the inside, so unfortunately, I can't really show you everything on the back here because I do have the tape in place, but it does come with 4 adapters, and this is what the top looks like. Of course, the bottom just have the UPC, and that's what that side looks like. But anyway, give me a sec. I'm just going to open this up and show you what the insides came with. All right, so forgive me if there's any shadows showing up here. I'm not filming using my regular method. I'm just freehanding this, so again, I'm very sorry for the slop. But it did come with this, it was protected in this foam here, very, very well. I must say, so there was no damage to the shift knob itself. This little plastic bag had these 4 little aluminum adapters. Now, mine being a Subaru WRX, it takes this particular one, which I think is like a 12-in-1 or something thread count. Anyway, excuse me, it comes with these 4 milled aluminum adapters. They're good quality. I was expecting plastic, and I was surprised to see that they're actually aluminum, which is really nice. It also has this little cushioning pad, so depending on how long the actual thread of the shifter lever is, you might need to use that, you might not, and depending on what your thread size is, you have these different sizes. And then of course it comes with the instructions. Very simple instructions. Okay, now so you might be wondering where is the knob? Well, it's not actually in my car. I did put it in my car and drove with it for a week just to make sure that I liked it, and I do like the feel of it. But I decided to customize it, and this guy came originally gray, like a gray metallic, and I decided to customize it. So I might insert a picture of what it looked like when it first arrived. But now what I've gone ahead and done is there it is. So now I'm not sure how well the camera's going to show this. It's probably too much glare. But it does say, it is etched in here, DC Sport. And I'm trying not to touch this because this is fairly fresh paint. But what I did is I used a Scotch-Brite pad. Well, first of all, after I removed it from the car and I put it on this stand here, what I did is I cleaned it with rubbing alcohol to make sure to get all the grease and oils from me touching it off. Then I used a Scotch-Brite pad and I scuffed the entire surface up. And then I cleaned it again with the rubbing alcohol. And then I went ahead and I just went to Crappy Tire, and of course World Rally Blue is not a color that they stock there. But this was called, it's funny, it says GM. I didn't even realize that until just now. Oh boy, the Subaru people are going to hate this. But it says here, medium quasar metallic. And yeah, so this was like the closest thing they had at the store that I went to that kind of looked like the color of my car. And I know, and for those who are Subaru enthusiasts, I know this is not World Rally Blue. I get that. But this is pretty close to the color of my car, of what they had on their shelf. And you know what? Again, the camera's not really showing this, but I love how that turned out. So I hit it with 3 coats of this here, and light coats, and then I went to this guy here, the Scratch Wizard Clear Coat, and then I went ahead and put 3 coats of the clear coat on. So 3 of this, and now I'm just giving a nice full 24 hours to dry and cure. So I'm going to probably leave the video at this point in time, and when it's back installed in the car, I'll finish up the other half of this video. So I'll leave it here for right now. Howdy folks, Singing Toad here, and I'm not sure where this video is going to pick back up at. I did part of it before, and this is the other half. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize, because I don't know if I'm going to break this into 2 videos or not, so if it's all in one video, forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was this the installation here of this shifter knob. So in the first half I talked about this DC Sports shift knob. Now this is the stock shift knob that comes in the 2021 Subaru WRX, but I've gone ahead and I painted this one. It came with gray originally, and I painted it this blue. Now obviously if we go over here, you can see that's the color of the car, so it's not quite the same. Kind of see it's a little darker there, it's kind of hard to tell, so it's a little bit of a brighter color, but I actually like it. It sparkles. Sparkles make things better, folks. But yeah, I do like the color of it. I like the feel. So I have 3 coats of the paint, and then 3 coats of clear coat, and yeah, I just love the feel of this thing. But anyway, the whole idea of the weighted shift knob and why I've gone with this is I was just doing a little bit of research on Reddit and the WRX forums, and everyone swears if you drive a WRX, you have to have a weighted shift knob, and you also have to get a shifter stop and a plate and a bushing and a 10,000 other modifications you have to do to be a WRX owner. I'm joking, folks. But there are some other modifications I do have planned. I am planning on getting a shifter stop, which goes under here under this boot, and maybe I'll do an installation video if I get to that. And I also am probably going to get the brass bushing. I think those 3 things, the shifter knob, the shifter stop, and the brass bushing, are a good investment just to make the shifting of this so much better, because the WRX is a great car. It really is, and I just want to show you guys something. So this is my mileage real quick. Whoa, that just went weird. But I don't know if you can see that. Of course I'm in kilometers today. I live in Canada, but I'm at 14,665. This car is 8 months old. Yes, I do a lot of driving, folks. Anyway, the reason why I went with this is what the purpose of this is for is the added weight does a couple of things. One, it takes some of the vibration out of the shifter. Now, there's not really a lot of vibration in this transmission, but you know, it does take some out because of the added weight. And also, more importantly, it helps with the actual shifting when you're throwing the shifts. So the added weight, just as the pendulum effect, as the shifter moves off center, this added weight wants to just put it into that gear. So, you know, whether you're moving into first, second, I don't know if you can see that slop right there. See that slop? That's what the shifter stop's going to stop. So the shifter stop is going to stop, if that makes any sense. That'll be something I'm doing later on. But anyway, so it just really helps with getting those, you know, it just wants to fall into gear. Like, it's just, oh, I wish I could demonstrate in a force gauge, you know, but it really just wants to roll into position, and it just makes the shifting so much better smooth. But yeah, I like this blue. I don't know, I think it looks cool, you know, with the contrast of the blue car. And I don't know why this is all going weird here. The camera's not liking this, but anyway, this is you know, I just wanted to kind of quickly talk about that. And installation is very simple, guys. You know, it's literally just unscrew your old shift knob. There's the adapter that goes in, a collar goes on. You find the correct one for your vehicle, put that on, screw it on, tighten it on, just hand tighten, you know, and then you just tighten this on, hand tighten, you know, you don't put any tools on this, you just hand tighten it, because you want to be able to take this off if you ever have to get in here, which I'm going to have to do to get down in here to do that other modification. Who knows, maybe I'll do some other modifications. I do have one other small little mod, and that is a K&N air filter. I know, woo, it gives me all the horsepowers. But, you know, this, I forget what this thing's rated at. I think this is like 269 or 270 horsepower. I forget what exactly what the stock configuration of this is. You know, maybe down the road I'll get into some more performance mods, but for the moment, the shifter knob, the shift stop, and the brass bushing, which actually goes underneath the transmission. There's it goes on the side, and that's actually where the linkage hooks into. But that's a whole nother ball of wax. I don't know, folks. If you're into modifying your cars and whatnot, you know, I would like to hear your thoughts on that. You know, what do you think of this sort of stuff? You know, and any suggestions? You know, are you a WRX fan or an import fan? And are there any you know, things you'd like to see done? Please comment down in the comments below and tell me what you think. Do you like this? Do you think it's silly? I'd love to hear it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This is Singing Toad, signing out.